The Gray Ends Here. Find Your Colors by Jeff B. White. Image by the amazingly talented Atikur Rahman on Unsplash. How I got here. My life has been a gauntlet of overwhelming odds. To survive, I had to shatter so many times, leaving behind nothing but shards of myself. To thrive, I had to find the way to put myself back together and rebuild one shard at a time. Who I am now barely resembles who I was, but is so much more beautiful. Using different concepts of trauma healing and recovery work mixed with a decade of spiritual study, I found my way. I don't claim to be fully healed, and I don't know that I ever will be. What I am claiming is that I am healed enough to talk about it and to share what got me here. As I continue the process of healing, I want to help others along the way. When I decided that I wanted to share my story, it required me to create two completely different worlds to put it into words. I've spent the last few years deconstructing my own mind. I wrote a gritty and honest memoir to diagnose the damage, and I wrote a dark and whimsical fantasy epic to engineer the cure. Altogether, this equaled 4 books, with more on the way. Shards of Hope is the autopsy of a survival instinct. It is the granular reality of harm reduction in New York City and the mechanics of staying alive when your brain is trying to kill you. Shards of Color is the reconstruction. It is a trilogy about a world where the flaw is the source of magic and emotion is physics. It is where we learn that the only way to defeat the darkness surrounding us is to be the brightest source of color we can be. For years, I kept them separate because I thought the fantasy was just an escape from the reality. I thought Shards of Hope was the ugly truth, and Shards of Color was the pretty lie. I thought they were both separate stories. I was wrong. They are both the truth. They are all parts of the same series. What to expect? I'm launching Find Your Colors because I realized that the fantasy isn't an escape. It's a blueprint. This is not a space for the love and light crowd. If you're looking for spiritual bypassing or toxic positivity, then you're in the wrong place. But don't leave yet, because what I am offering is more than that. This is a grotto of trust, meant as a sanctuary for the resilient. And that trust has to work both ways. You have to trust me that I'm embarking on this to synthesize community and growth. And I have to trust you because I'm going to be sharing some of the worst things that I've ever survived and the ways in which I've done that. It is for the people who were told they were too much or too wrong or too broken. It's for the outcasts, the hurt, and the healing. For those who follow the witch's way and those still searching for which way. As I prepare to launch this series later this year, I want to build a community around it. We will be dissecting the psychological themes of Shards of Color saga once a week. I will be posting each chapter in order, and we will be diving into how they have been translated from my own personal experience and how they can be related to yours. We will examine each book in the series, Blushborn, A Fated Quest, and Echoes of Foreshadow. We will look at the cast of 26 characters and how they translate into real life, such as Morales, an ancient being who provides a magic mist to help silence pain to allow focus for dealing with it. Through this, we will be exploring the concept of harm reduction. We will look at the Rainbow King, who teaches us to fully integrate ourselves with the courage to feel the full spectrum of human emotion. For this, we will be exploring the truth behind the concept that every single thing we need to progress, to grow, to heal is directly inside of us once we tap into the highest version of ourselves. What you get. Here's a list of everything you're going to be seeing and receiving from this phase. I've included the full experience for each tier, so find the best option that works for you. And whatever you choose, I'm grateful for you allowing me time out of your day and space in your brain. Tier 1, the free plan. Weekly essays bridging the magic of Blushborn with the reality of recovery. The first 10 chapters of the Shards of Color saga and Shards of Hope. Audio narrations of the first 10 chapters read by myself, the author. And news on the publishing journey. Tier 2, the monthly plan, $7 monthly or $70 a year. Access to the Shards of Color saga, released chapter by chapter, week by week. Audio narrations of every post and chapter read by the author. Full access to the comment section and community discussions. exclusive prompts and questions to help facilitate a deeper dive at the end of every essay. Tier 3, founding members, $250 yearly. This one is for the collectors. You get the entire physical and digital library, and that's over $430 worth of signed books and audio delivered to your door at a near $200 discount from what you would pay otherwise. The benefits include signed hardback editions of all 4 books. That's Shards of Hope, Blushborn, A Fated Quest, and Echoes of Foreshadow shipped directly to you, personally inscribed by myself, the author, immediate digital access to all the ebooks and PDF or EPUB files and audiobooks, quarterly Zoom calls, your name on the wall, and full community access, and your name will be included in the acknowledgement sections of all 4 books. Now, let's get some things straight. I am not a guru. I am not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice, nor am I diagnosing or treating any illnesses or ailments. However, I have been studying psychology for 34 years, from the perspective of the person on the couch. I am a mirror. I'm here to help you look inside without pretext or agenda. I'm here to show you that you are not broken. You are wounded. And in those things, there is a world of difference. The monochrome world is dying. And the boxes they put us in can no longer contain us. It is time to color outside the lines and stain everything beautifully. So I hope you'll join me on this crazy thing I'm about to do. Colorfully yours, Jeff B. White, author of Shards of Hope and Shards of Color Saga. Thanks for reading Find Your Colors by Jeff B. White. If you like what you see and you want more, subscribe for free to receive new posts. Upgrade your membership for really cool gifts as a thank you for supporting my work.